recent scandal over here on the major ITV channel this morning, you know, everybody talked about, didn't they, the way that family, it was all a huge family on television. Everybody looks out for each other, all of that sort of stuff. And the main two culprits were none other than Holly Willoughby and the now disgraced TV presenter Philip Schofield. But it's interesting, you see, because the way television works, they really do play psychologically with your mind. And somebody who's struggling with that right now is not just Philip Schofield, obviously, who really is all being brought on by his own volition, but the other person, Holly Willoughby. You see, all the papers are making out, for instance, that the BBC over here are willing to offer £1 million plus a year deal to come over and join that side of the station. And what's interesting there is, of course, the BBC is funded by the licence fee payer. We're not too keen about this particular idea, given the debacle that's ensued over them this morning. But the bigger picture is truly this. You see, one of our most popular shows on the BBC, which rates incredibly well every single year, and it's known as various different things around the world, is Strictly Come Dancing. Over in America, Dancing with the Stars. Not quite sure what it's called in New Zealand and Australia, but I know there are versions of it all around the world. Sometimes the judges flit around from each show. But you see, this particular show has been hosted originally by the legendary entertainer Sir Bruce Forsyth, alongside the relatively then unknown Tess Daly. Tess has been with the show since it very started. But you see, this is what TV bosses do. They've now decided that, well, you know, perhaps the show could do with something of a refresh, perhaps a new face, or not necessarily a new face, but a face that is familiar to audiences across the United Kingdom. Hence Holly Willoughby. Now, where does this leave Tess Daly? Well, according to a very good source, deals have yet to be finalised for the forthcoming winter series. You see how this works? And so consequently, Tess is a freelance artist working every year on a single year contract for Strictly Come Dancing, allegedly. And what's interesting now is that they're basically going into the media saying, we'll do anything we can to find a way of making sure that Holly Willoughby can come forward and do that type of thing. But you see, what that's really doing is psychologically playing not just with Holly Willoughby and her agent, but of course the management and mindset of Tess Daly. So while people talk about television being warm, fluffy, caring and sharing, what you're seeing on screen are people fighting for supremacy, fighting to make sure that they can have a contract every year. And more importantly, when you see Claudia Winkleman and Tess Daly arm in arm, smiling at each other, pretending they are the best of friends, which I'm sure they truly do get on with each other. And really, what's happening now throughout the media concerning these two vibrant blondes, Tess Daly and Holly Willoughby, is really all about how they can manipulate the situation. Never mind the viewer who actually just enjoys the show. If the viewer had an opportunity to say who would they like to return to the show, in my opinion and public opinion, it would be the prima ballerina from the Royal Ballet, Darcy Bustle, alongside Anton de Beck as host. But once again, in the world of television, the viewer, the person that literally pays the wages, is the last person they consider. It's an evolving story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.